investigators are sending a team to Detroit to investigate a Tesla crash. And that tops our news this noon. The NHTSA Special Crash Investigation Team will look into this crash that happened at Waterman and Fort in southwest Detroit last Thursday. Let's get out to Victor Williams. He is live this afternoon with the very latest information on the case. Victor.
Yes, good afternoon, Karen. That special crash investigation team from the NHTSA is on the way to Detroit as we speak, hoping to find out answers in what in the world went wrong and caused a Tesla vehicle to drive underneath a semi. Now, we know the passenger of the vehicle is in the hospital in critical condition, while the driver of the vehicle was also injured. Investigators are on the way down here to look at the circumstances behind the accident, as it's similar to two other incidents that happened like this in Florida.
Technology. A big feature of the Tesla vehicle in question is that it allows drivers to let go of the wheel. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez on what the company says went wrong.
Tonight, Tesla confirming this car was in autopilot mode when it crashed in Northern California, killing the driver. Walter Wong was behind the wheel of the nearly $80,000 car, heading into work at Apple just before 9:30 a.m. March 23rd. Tesla saying the Model X sent Wong several warnings to put his hands on the wheel earlier in the drive, but his hands were not detected on the wheel for 6 seconds prior to the collision. The car slamming into this barrier. Wong's brother telling ABC station KGO the 38-year-old engineer had complained 7 to 10 times the car would swivel toward that same exact barrier during autopilot. Walter took it into a dealership addressing the issue, but they couldn't duplicate it there.
That information has been received by the CHP, and they've been acting on it for some time now.
Tesla saying its drivers make more than 200 successful autopilot trips per day on this exact stretch of road, going on to blame that highway barrier that's meant to reduce impact. Tesla says this is what it's supposed to look like, but this is what it looked like the day before Wong's deadly crash because of a previous accident. Loved ones saying it should have saved the father of two's life.
He just did like everything awesome that you should do as a dad, he did.
Uber has put a pause in its self-driving car program while it investigates a crash involving one of its driverless vehicles. A self-driving Uber car flipped on its side after the driver of another car failed to yield and hit it. Maria Villarreal is in Tempe, Arizona, at the intersection where this crash happened. Maria, good morning.
Good morning. This is where the accident happened. The Uber car was driving down this road right here when another vehicle took a left in front of it, hitting it. Police say the Uber car was following the law and they cited the other driver. Nevertheless, Uber says they are putting a halt to their self-driving program.
You're looking at the latest corporate setback for Uber and its ambitious pilot program to launch a fleet of driverless cars nationwide. The Uber car on its side was in self-driving mode during the collision, with 2 operators in the front seats and no one riding in the back.
And so Uber, as a result of this accident, said they're pulling all of their self-driving vehicles off the road, despite the fact that authorities in Tempe say that it was the human-driven vehicle's fault and it just didn't yield to the Uber vehicle.
That means a halt to self-driving programs in California and Pennsylvania, as well as Arizona. Just this month, Uber was reportedly given the green light to resume its California program after one of its self-driving cars was caught running a red light in December.
Hold on a second.
This is just the latest in a series of high-profile corporate setbacks for Uber. CEO Travis Kalanick apologized after a rant to an Uber driver was caught on video. President Jeff Jones resigned a week ago, saying Uber's approach to leadership was inconsistent with his own. And now Kalanick's former girlfriend, Gabby Holtzworth, says she was recently pressured to lie about going to an escort bar in South Korea with 5 Uber executives in 2014. She says one of them feared the incident would be discovered by the press. That executive, Emil Michael, said in a statement that he did call Holtzworth, but that her recollection of this conversation was different from mine, and I'm very sorry if the purpose of my call was misunderstood. Uber says the incident was reported to Human Resources.
It's hard to gauge just how much these sort of string of scandals recently have affected its business, and they have to be concerned about how customers feel about them every time they get in one of these vehicles.
5 News.
A Tesla driver smiling as he lets the car go on autopilot. Now he's said to be the first person to die using self-driving technology. Good evening, I'm Alan Martin.
And I'm Veronica Dela Cruz. The news already taking its toll on the Bay Area-based company. New at 6, KPIX5's Kit Doe is outside the Fremont factory looking into how this could possibly happen. Kit?
When this crash happened on May 7th, Tesla immediately reported it to the feds, and so now the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has opened up a preliminary investigation into the design and performance of the so-called autopilot feature, as well as the crash itself.
Here we are, stop and go traffic on 271.
Florida Highway Patrol identified the driver as 40-year-old Joshua David Brown from Canton, Ohio. He's posted dozens of videos of himself pushing the autopilot feature on his Tesla to the limits, including this close call when the autopilot swerves and reacts to avoid a crash with a white truck that was merging in from the left. Images from Google Maps show the crash happened on a rural highway 20 miles southwest of Gainesville, Florida. This Street View image shows the perspective from the Tesla Model S at the point of impact. It's a divided highway with an unprotected left turnout in the divide. According to the diagram in the police report, the 18-wheel tractor trailer, seen here colored in blue, turned left across the highway. The Model S, colored in red, struck the trailer itself, passing underneath it, shearing off the top half of the car. The car's airbag never deployed, and it kept going until it struck a utility pole, spun around, and came to a stop. On Tesla's blog titled "A Tragic Loss," the company said neither autopilot nor the driver noticed the white side of the tractor trailer against a brightly lit sky, so the brake was not applied. Tesla says had the car actually crashed into the truck instead of going underneath it, the safety systems would likely have prevented serious injury. Earlier this afternoon, Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted about the tragedy, saying our condolences for the tragic loss. The company called the victim a friend and someone who believed in the company's mission. And we're live in Fremont. Kit Doe, KPIX5.
Even the uncomfortable truth.
Jeez, Alex.
Everybody in the system has sworn one thing or another.
Was that you
I've
or the car?
All the oaths I've taken and the things I've been sworn. I thought it happened all like once a year.
Once a year.
Okay, wow. Hold on.
Teddy bar? Teddy bar, sure. In the lake area, and you still see the struggle. What you could do with an updated business plan. I think that a higher talented dancer would definitely translate into a higher paying customer. Is there any reason why you can't have beautiful women on your payroll? I don't
In Arizona this afternoon. The vehicle was operated by Waymo. You can see some significant damage to the self-driving van right there, as well as a passenger vehicle. Now, police say the van was in auto mode with a driver behind the wheel when this happened, and this is the second known crash like this in the Phoenix area in the past 2 months. We let you know about a self-driving Uber vehicle that hit and killed a pedestrian back in March.
Bringing to mind another high-profile story about Tesla's autopilot. It was this video that went viral. It shows a Model S driver literally asleep at the wheel. Another driver shot this in traffic. You can see the Tesla driver, eyes closed, head resting against the door. Tesla warns all its Model S owners to always keep their hands on the wheel.